You think I don't know the city guard is just another arm of the Templars?
That is completely unfair.
If they show up here, I'll know who to blame. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that. I just can't be too careful, now that the Knight Commander has basically appointed herself Viscount.
Are you in trouble?
Not personally, but I grow less hopeful each day.
She's just waiting for the first legitimate excuse to drag me off to the Circle.
You're our one hope. The champion of the city, an open apostate. But it's not enough.
I can't even imagine how difficult it is to be a mage here now.
It's easy for most of them. They're long since tranquil.
Between ruling the city and torturing mages, it's a wonder she has time to keep that sword so shiny.
She has nearly crushed the flame of hope for mages here. The mage underground is all but destroyed, and those left have turned to blood magic as their only option, which Meredith knows will prevent any chance of the public taking their side.
You don't think that kind of proves her point?
A mage saved all of us from the Blight. But it makes no difference. The Chantry set us on this path long ago. The Blight was stopped only with the aid of 2 mages, one an apostate.
If I have any influence here at all, Meredith will not be Knight Commander long.
I don't know what we would do without you.
There's still us.
I don't know how you continue to believe in me.
The Knight Commander is trying to keep order, that's all.
Oh yes. Your Knight Commander has done a wonderful job crushing rebels. You should be proud.
This way there won't be war. You can change things more slowly, from within.
How?
All mages are at risk of turning to blood magic.
At as much risk as you. I've never understood how you stand against your own kind. For the Maker's sake, draw the curtains. Do you know what could happen if the Knight Commander spies catch 2 apostates talking?
No? What?
No wonder the demons found you such easy prey. Her ignorance will be what draws the Templars down on us.
Meryl's gone now. Is this the best you can think to do? I don't think we're at the point of having to worry about private conversations in our home, do you?
We do. They're watching.
Will we never be able to stop worrying about the blighted Templars?
As long as there's one Templar in Thedas, mages will not be safe.
I'm more concerned about you.
It means more than I can say to have had a partner these past 3 years. It makes me believe we can do anything.
I love you.
There will be war soon. The mages left in Kirkwall are at the breaking point. I wish I could promise to keep you safe.
The city is out of control. It will be open war soon.
Would that it had come sooner. Meredith's rule has decimated the mage underground. It would take the Maker's own aid to help us win now.
She's a blood mage. Can you blame them for going after her?
I will never understand how you can be so antagonistic by day, and so passionate by night. You'll understand when it's me Meredith is coming for. You won't be able to sit by so righteously.
Here. This might set your mind at ease.
What is it?
This key opens the cellars below the house here. You can get in from Darktown, if you ever need a quick escape.
Thank you. Every time I think you don't understand, you turn around and do something like this. It still surprises me how much you risk for my sake. I will keep it close. I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. You've been right all along. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
I'm glad you finally understand that.
I can't help mages like this. Not while I am everything the Templars fear about magic. I need to be free of this curse.
You brought this on yourself.
I did, but I think there's a way out.
You know I'll do anything I can.
Your patience with me. I marvel every day that you haven't thrown up your hands and left.
I never heard of anyone getting unpossessed.
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters. They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me. without killing either.
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Surely that's worth any risk it entails.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinter call Selapetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No, no ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
What is Drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
Where would we find Selapetre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere?
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
I assure you, we'll find them.
I could not have begun to do this without your support.
That doesn't sound sinister at all.
Well, you know Tevinters. They can't throw a Wintersend party without a human sacrifice or two. But I promise, everything in my research says there's no blood magic involved.
What aren't you telling me?
Oh, many things, I'm sure. Did I tell you about the dream I had where the Grand Cleric was completely naked except for her mitre? And there was this giant glowing cheese wheel.
I'm not going to risk my standing by messing with some Imperial ritual.
Very well. I can follow this road myself. It is too important to leave undone. We can enter the sewers from here to look for the Selapetre. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold your nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at. I know it isn't my place to criticize, but are you sure about Merrill? She acts sweet, but she'll never pick you over her demon.
Merrill loves me.
What right do you have to question us? Is your justice any different?
Yes. Keep your illusions, then. Maker knows I won't be the one to change them. Are you sure about Fenris? He seems less a man to me than a wild dog.
You just don't know him.
I know as much as I'm ever likely to.
That's right, Mage.
He has let one bad experience color his whole world. Surely you want someone more open-minded.
A mage and a hypocrite. What company you keep.
We're not together. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Though Isabella seems more than willing to help you forget the loss.
Was that you outside the door? I knew someone was listening.
Though it's probably for the best.
You're right. This isn't your place.
Are you ready to go in?
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll have to look for Drakestone deposits along the sides. There is one more thing I need of you, my love. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry, without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages. Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
I won't desert you now.
I do not deserve your love. Your loyalty is more than I deserve. I promise, whatever happens, it's on my head. It will not come back on you. Go to the Chantry. Talk to the Grand Cleric. I will join you when I'm done.
What is it you don't want me to see?
Do you believe in me, love? Do you believe mages deserve to live free of the Templar's grasp? Then trust me now. I am doing only what is necessary. You said you believe in me. Again and again you have shown your support for mages.
Was this ever about you and justice? Or have you lied this whole time?
I lied. There is no potion. But what we have gathered will bring freedom for more than just me and justice. It will help mages throughout Phaedus. In the face of that, one lie means little.
I can't act blindly. Tell me your plan.
I am taking a risk. I would not see you drawn into it. But maybe your support of mages ends at talk. It's easier to support freedom if no one must die to achieve it. You cannot claim to love me, then turn on me now.
I care for you. That doesn't mean I agree with every decision.
You cannot care for me and despise what I stand for. I am the cause of mages. There is nothing else inside me. Will you aid us now? Or does your support stop at the Chantry door?
Tell me what you would have of me then. But I won't forget you blackmailed me to get it. That's unfair. I will not be blackmailed into aiding some mad scheme. You're on your own.
I have always been on my own. For a time, I just forgot. I would not tell you my plans, Hawk. You have made it plain where your sympathies lie. I will ask you straight then. Has nothing you've seen changed your mind? Will you help me free the mages of Kirkwall? Or will you stay at the side of the Night Tyrant?
What do you need me to do?
You surprised me again, Hawk. I'm glad these years spent ranting haven't been in vain. You cannot pretend friendship, then stop now.
Being a friend doesn't mean I have to agree with your every decision.
I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you. I cannot tell you how good it feels for a spirit to fulfill its function. The waiting is over. I am finally seeking justice. And he is exultant. There is no ecstasy humankind can feel to match.
Are you going to tell me what you did?
You are Kirkwall's champion. You can better aid our cause in that role than by aligning yourself with me too closely here.
You're scaring me. You sound possessed.
I am possessed. And it's never felt better. Even justice bows to you for the faith you have shown us. A victory for mages will be a victory for you.
Whatever you're doing, it's not worth your life.
Oh, it is. One human life would be a small price for freedom. Don't despair for me, love. This is what I was born to do.
You should bottle that stuff. You'd make a fortune.
I don't think most people would be willing to pay the price. I would share it if I could, love.
Every time you refuse to tell me, I have to imagine something crazier.
This isn't a fight for sane men.
Then you are finally ready to face the Knight Commander?
The war will happen. The clock is ticking down. It will be midnight soon. I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the Circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie. And may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
I didn't realize you'd be home, Hawk. I didn't think you'd come back here. I know you don't understand why I must do what I do. But I thought maybe you'd support me.
You never even told me what you're doing.
I'm trying to protect you. There's no reason we both need to hang.
I believe in your cause. It's just your methods I question.
Revolutions do not happen peacefully.
Vague threats and pretentious speeches. Not the best way to change my mind.
I told you. I'm a liar. I'm a monster. I never claimed I would do anything but hurt you.
You're the one who jerked me around with that ridiculous story about the Tevinter potion.
Should I have told you the truth? There's no one in Kirkwall I wouldn't kill to see mages free. How would you have reacted to that?
Forget it. Nothing I say will get through to you. Probably not by saying, "Great, let's go."
The Chantry will never change from within.
There must be a peaceful solution.
No.
If you talk to the Grand Cleric,
No.
if Meredith steps down,
They see mages as monsters. They can't imagine a world with room for all of us. Maybe they're right.
if you want mages to be free, you need to convince people you're not dangerous.
Impossible.
All you're doing is proving the Templars right.
Do you know how long I've been telling them that? Mage after mage in Kirkwall turning to blood magic because it's easy. I always said they were their own worst enemies. But I never thought I'd...
Whatever you planned, there's still time to stop it.
Yes, time. Maybe there's still time.
Leave! This does not concern you!
You will not get justice by becoming what everyone fears.
I will get justice by any means required.
This is Anders' decision, not yours.
I am Anders.
Why, hello, Justice. It's been so long.
You have given in to sloth. You would stand by while mages are abducted and tortured. Go. Anders has no need of you.
What was I saying?
You don't know what just happened?
No. What do you... Oh. I'm having more blanks in my memory. It's like the longer we go, the less of me there is. You were right all along. I should never have done this. I will see. Maybe it's still not too late to change things. Being with you, loving you, I thought it would make a difference, but he's too strong. I've tried my best. Don't hate me for failing.
It doesn't matter. It's pretty clear who's in charge here.
Hawk, I didn't expect you here, but let me take this time to tell you how much I respect you. Oh, you're home. I want to tell you now. I love you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know. Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
I love you, Anders.
You were the most important thing in my life. But some things matter more than my life. More than either of us. I'm sorry.
You're wrong. There is nothing more important than love.
I told you I would break your heart. Just know it breaks mine to do it. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but... Justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You were the one shining light in my life. Never blame yourself for what will happen.
Usually, people don't say things like that unless they're about to stab someone in the back.
None of this is aimed at you, Hawk. I think I've made that clear.
This is war. We cannot be weakened by our feelings.
I knew you would understand.
If you were curious, that's not the best way to get me in the mood.
I told you I would break your heart. Just know it breaks mine to do it.
I'm not expecting this to end with anything less than overthrowing the Templars.
Then you will not be disappointed.
You've been a good friend.
No, I haven't. And I'm sorry.